Good afternoon. Looking at your language arts lesson, I want you to view pages 127 to 130. We're talking about verbs. Okay, what are verbs? I always told you that verbs are what you do. So let's talk a little bit about verbs. If you see me looking over this way, so I can cover all my notes, just to clear that up. Okay, verbs. A verb is one of the most important parts of a sentence. It tells the subject, actions, events, and state of being. It's always found in the predicate of a sentence, okay? So a verb is a word used to express action, a condition, or a state of being. All right, examples would be the director squished his toe. What would be my verb? My verb is squished. His nose is big. Is a verb. The director is squishing his nose. Squishing is again a verb. All right, the types of verbs that we will see are action, linking, and helping. All right, so action verbs. A verb that shows action is called an action verb. The action verb tells what the subject does. The action can either be physical or mental. So example of a physical action would be the farmer feeds the chickens. The verb is feed. A mental action, he likes the red rooster best. So that would be an example of a mental action. Okay. All right, the words are action verbs. These are all the examples of an action verb. Coughed, ran, swallowed, ride, awake, sang. All right. Let's see if we can recognize the action verb. The girl danced in the recital. Take a minute and see if you can figure out what the action verb is. The action verb will be danced. All right, number 2, our mailman drove a funny car last week. Our verb will be drove. His teacher wrote the answers on the board. Wrote. Alice worked on her homework last night. Worked. So all of those are action. They're showing action. All right, let's move on. All right, a present verb. An action verb that describes an action that is happening now is called a present tense verb. Remember when we talked about future, present, and past and all those? So we know when something is present, how it is happening, okay? The bird flies through the sky. Flies is a present tense verb because it is happening right now. So keep in mind that present means happening right now. Present tense verbs. Many present tense verbs end with S, but some end with ES or IES. Like sleeps ends with S. Splashes ends with ES. Cries, IES. All right, our past verb. Verb which tells about action which happened some time ago are past tense verbs. We all know that when we're talking about something that happens in the past, we're going to end it with an ED. So the dog wanted a bone. Wanted is a past tense verb because the action has already happened. Past tense verbs. Many past tense verbs end with ed, as I said before. With some may end in d or ied. So clapped will end in ed, played ed, tried ed, ied. I'm sorry. Future verbs. Future it hasn't happened yet. So verbs which tell about action which are going to happen are future tense verbs. We will awaken at 6 a.m. Will awaken is a future tense verb because the action has not yet happened. And also see that helping verb in there. Will. All right, future tense verbs. Future tense verbs use special words to talk about things that will happen. Will or going to, shall, aim to, etc. Going to start, will enjoy, shall email. So going to start, will enjoy, shall email. All right, our linking verbs. A linking verb links its subject to a word in the predicate. So a linking verb expresses a condition of a state of being, like the cow is blue. All right, so it's telling us what the cow is. The cow is blue. A linking verb, there are 9 common linking verbs. Am, are, be, being, become, is, seem, was, were. To remember these linking verbs, use this saying: all boys is school work. All, am, are, boys, be, being, become, in, is, school, seem, work, was, were. All right, helping verbs. A helping verb helps a main verb express action or precise shades of being. Okay, meaning, I'm sorry. Let me say that again. A helping verb helps a main verb express action or precise shades of meaning. The combination of one or more helping verb is called a verb phrase. Elmer was using the computer. Was using is the example of a helping verb. Was using. Using is the verb, was is the helping. Okay. All right, some helping verbs that we talked about helping verbs a little bit right before school got out, and some of you probably still remember what our helping verbs are, but just to clarify, we're going to go over a couple of them. May, might, must, be, being, been, am, are, is, was, were, do, does, did, should, could, would, have, had, has, will, can, shall. All right, helping verbs. Other things to keep in mind: not every sentence will have a helping verb with the main verb, okay? When you see an ing verb such as running, be on the lookout for a helping verb also, okay? Helping verbs. Sometimes there is another word which separates the helping verb from the main verb. One common example is not. The boy could not find his sock. All right, we understand that the verb is find, because remember, verb is what you do. The helping would be could not find his sock. Not is added in there as another helping verb. All right, helping verbs. A sentence may contain up to 3 helping verbs to the main verb. An example would be, the dog must have been chasing the cat. Do you recognize the helping verbs there? Must have been. And the actual verb is chasing. All right. So again, the dog must have been chasing the cat. The helping verbs are must, have, been. The main verb is, again, chasing. All right. I want to do the practice. Transitive verbs. A transitive verb does have a direct object. Example: the pilot landed the antique airplane. Airplane is the direct object, and and that answers the question: landed what? What did they land? After the verb landed, okay, which is when they say landed, I'm sorry. Let me go back over it. The pilot landed. The verb is landed, okay? Who landed the plane? The pilot landed the plane. What did he land? He landed an antique plane, okay? All right, intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs are action verbs that do not have a direct object, okay? So we won't go too much into that because we're just simply talking about verbs, just regular verbs. Verbs is what you do: running, jumping, playing, skipping, hopping, okay? And on your worksheet, that's the kind of verbs you will see, just very simple verbs, okay? All right. So I hope you all tune in to this video. You can watch it, rewatch it again. If you have any questions, please email me or meet me in the conference call or on the Google Classroom. Y'all have a great day.